Treehouse 7. Sunset of the Saber Tooth. Contents. Prologue. The ants things. Bones. Bird. Prologue. One summer day in Rockford, Pennsylvania, a mysterious treehouse appeared in the woods. 8-year-old Zach and his 7-year-old sister Annie climbed into the treehouse. They found it was filled with books. Jack and Annie soon discovered that the treehouse was magic. It would take them to the places to the books. Only had to go to a point-of picture and go there. Jack and Annie visited dinosaurs, knights, an Egyptian queen, parrot ninjas, and the Amazon rainforest. Along the way, they discovered that the treehouse belonged to Morgan Le Fay. Morgan was a special librarian. She traveled through time and space, gathering books for King Arthur's library. The fifth adventure, the Night of the Ninjas, Jack and Annie found a little mouse in the treehouse. Annie named their new friend Peanut. Jack and Annie also found a note from Morgan. The owl told them that she was under a spell. To free her, Jack and Annie must find 4 special things. Jack and Annie, they found the first thing in old Japan, and the second in the Amazon rainforest. Now, Jack and Annie and Peanut are going to set off in search of the third thing in the sunset of the saber tooth. Chapter 1. The M things. Let's go to the treehouse, said Annie. She and Jack were passing the Frost Creek woods on the way home from the swimming class. Said, "Why?" "No, I want to go home and change out of my bathing suit," said Jack. "Oh, that will take too long," said Annie. "Don't you want to see Morgan as soon as possible?" "Of course," says Jack. "Then come on before the sun sets," says Annie. She darted into the woods. Jack sighed, gave up on the idea of changing out of his bathing suit, pushed his glasses into place. He followed Annie into the Frog Creek woods. Watermelon smelled fresh and green, moved through the patches of sunlight and shadow. Soon he came to a small clearing. He looked up. There it was, the magic treehouse in the tallest tree in the woods. "Hurry!" called Annie. She was climbing the rope ladder to the treehouse. Jack grabbed the ladder. He started up after her. Finally, they reached the treehouse. Squeak! A mouse sat on the windowsill. "Hi, Peanut!" cried Annie. Jack patted the tiny head. "Sorry we didn't come sooner," Annie said, "but we had to go to a swimming lesson." "Squeak! What happened while we were gone?" asked Annie, looking around the treehouse. Jack stared at the large M carved into the wooden floor. On the M were a moonstone and a mango, the 2 special things they found on their last 2 journeys. "Hey, guess what?" said Jack. "Moonstone and mango start with the letter M, just like Morgan." "You're right," said Annie. "I bet all 4 things start with an M," said Jack. "Right," said Annie. "I wonder where we'll find the next one." She and Annie Jack stared at the stacks of books in the treehouse. Books on the Amazon rainforest, ninjas, pirates, mummies, knights, and dinosaurs. All of them were closed. Only one book was open in the corner. "Just about to find out," said Jack. He walked over to the open book. They looked at the page. The book was opened. It showed a picture of rocks and snow. "Wow," said Annie, running her fingers over the picture. "Love snow. I wish we could go there right now." Wait, said Jack. We're not prepared. Then he had another thought. And we are wearing our bathing suits. Stop! Oops, said Annie, too late. The wind started to blow. Leaves started to shake. The treehouse started to spin faster and faster. Then everything was silent. It was silent as the falling snow. Chapter 2, Bones. Jack, Annie, and Peanut looked outside. Snow was falling from a gray sky. Treehouse was in a tallest tree in a grove of tall, bare trees. The grove was on the wide plain. Beyond the plain were high rocky cliffs. I'm cold, said Annie, teeth chattering. She wrapped her towel tightly around her. Squeak! Peanut sounded cold too. Poor man, said Annie. I'll put you into Jack's pack. You'll be warmer later. Annie slipped Peanut to the pocket of the backpack. You have to go home, said Jack. Needed warmer clothes. Can't go home, said Annie. Can't find a Pennsylvania book. Not until our mission is complete. Remember, that's how the magic works. Oh, right, said Jack. Looked around. There's no sign of the Pennsylvania book that always took them home. Annie peered out of the window again. Where are we, anyway? She asked. I'll find out, said Jack. Picked up the open book and read the title on the cover. Life in the Ice Age. Ice Age, said Annie. No wonder we were cold. Better find the third ending soon, said Jack, before we freeze to death. No, said Annie. People. She pointed out the window. Jack saw them too. 4 figures on a cliff. 2 big figures and 2 little ones, all holding long spears. Who are they, said Annie. I'll look in the book, said Jack. Found a picture of some people. He read the caption to Annie. Early modern humans are called Cro-Magnons. During the late Ice Age in Europe, they sometimes live in caves beneath cliffs. Why are they carrying spears? Asked Annie. Jack turned to the page. Found another picture of the Cro-Magnons. Read aloud. The Cro-Magnon family often hunted together. They covered their pets with branches, and they drove reindeer and mammoths into their traps. Oh, trapping the animals. That's sad, said Annie. No, it's not, said Jack. They couldn't live without hunting. They don't have supermarkets, you know. They watched the family disappear over the other side of the cliff. Come on, I'm freezing, said Jack. Let's hurry. I'm not anything while the Cro-Magnons are hunting. But I want to beat them, said Annie. Forget it, said Jack. They don't have books to tell about us. They'll think that we're some enemy and hurt their spears. Yikes, said Annie. Jack put his book away. Sweet! Peanut picked out the backpack. Stay in there, said Annie. Jack pulled his pack and started down the rope ladder. Annie followed. On the icy ground, they huddled together. The wind was blowing. Jack put his towel over his head. Snow blew against his glasses. Hey, Jack, said Annie. Look at me. Annie put on her swimming goggles. Now I can see, she said. Good thinking, said Jack. Now cover your head with your towel. Most of the body is lost through your head. Annie wrapped her towel around her head. We should find a cave or someplace warmer, said Jack. Bet there are caves in those cliffs, said Annie. She and Jack started across the white plain. Snow wasn't deep yet, but the wind was blowing hard. I told you, Annie pointed to an opening in the rocks. A cave. They went to it. Careful, said Jack. They stepped carefully into the shadowy cave. It was only slightly warmer inside, but at least the wind wasn't blowing. In the gray light, they stamped the snow off their sneakers. Annie took off her goggles. It smells in here, said Jack. Yeah, like a wet dog, said Annie. Let me see what I can find out, said Jack. Pulled out the books. I'll look around, said Annie. Maybe the empty is here. Then we can go home and get warm. Jack stood up by the entrance so we could read the book. This cave is filled with sticks, Annie said. No, said Jack. looked up from the book. No, wait, I think they're bones, said Henry. Bones? Echoed Jack. Yeah, lots of them back here, all over the floor. Jack turned the pages of his book, found a picture of a cave filled with bones. I hear something, said Annie. Jack read the writing below the picture of the cave. It said, the great cave bears of the Ice Age were over 8 feet tall. These bears were larger than fiercer today's grizzlies. The caves were filled with the bones of their ancestors. Annie whispered, Jack, get back here now. In the cave of a great cave bear. Chapter 3. Burn. Annie, whispered Jack again. No answer. He put his book quietly into his pack, stepped deeper into the cave. Annie, said a little louder. Jack stepped on the bones. The dog smell grew stronger, kept going deeper into the smelly blackness. Ran into something. He gasped. Jack, said Annie, is that you? Didn't you hear me calling? Jack whispered. We have to get out of here. Wait, she said. Someone's sleeping back there. Hear me snoring? Jack heard a low, deep moaning. It was loud, then soft. Loud, then soft. That's not a person, he said. That's a great cave bear. Booming snore shattered the air. Yikes, said Annie. Go, go, said Jack. He and Annie ran through the cave over the bones and out in the falling snow. They kept on going. They ran between the falling rocks and under jagged cliffs. Finally, they stopped around and turned around. You could see was the snow, rocks, and their own footprints. No bear. Phew, said Annie. That was lucky. Yeah, said Jack. He probably never even woke up. We just got in panic. Annie huddled too close to Jack. Burr, I'm freezing, she said. Me too, he said. Took off his glasses to wipe off the snow. The cold wind blew against his bare legs. And he said, look, she pointed to something behind Jack. What? Jack put his glasses back on and turned around. Under a cliff was a wide ledge. Another ledge was another cave. Only this cave seemed to have a golden glow. This one looked cozy, safe, and warm. Cave. Chapter 4, Cave Kids. Jack and Annie crept to the cave and peeked inside. A small flame danced in a bed of glowing goats near the firework knives, axes, and hollowed-out stones. Animal skins were nearly stacked against the wall. People must have visited Annie. Maybe it's the home of the Cro-Magnons we saw. So Jack looking around. Let's go inside and get warm, said Annie. Jack and Annie moved quickly to dry and warm their hands. Their shadows danced on the stone walls. Jack pulled out the Ice Age book. He found a picture of a cave. He read, Cro-Magnons made many things from animals, plants, and stone. They made flute-like musical instruments from mammoth bones. Their ropes braiding plant fibers made axes and knives from stone. Jack pulled out his notebook and pencil, read a list. Cro-Magnons made bone flutes, plant ropes, stone axes, and knives. Ta-da! Said Annie. Jack looked up. Annie was wearing a coat, had a hood and long sleeves. It went all the way down to her sneakers. Where did you get that? Said Jack. From that pile of furry skin, said Annie, pointing. This must be their clothes. Maybe they're being mended. She picked up another coat and handed it to Jack. Try one. It's really warm, she said. Jack put his backpack and towel down to the harder floor, slipped on the coat. It did feel very warm and soft. We looked like cave kids, said Annie. Squeak! Peanut peeked out of Jack's pack, lying on the floor. You stayed there, said Annie. There's no teeny coat for you. Peanut vanished and back into the pack. I wonder how they made these coats, said Jack. He turned the pages of the book until he found a picture of Cro-Magnon woman sewing. He read, Cro-Magnons scraped reindeer skins with flint rocks to make them soft. He used bone needles to sew the skins together for clothing. Jack added to his list, reindeer skin clothes. I hope the cave people won't mind if we borrow their coats, said Jack. Maybe we should give them our towels, said Annie. Thank them. Good idea. And my goggles too, said Annie. Left their gifts on top of the rest of the animal skins. Let's explore the cave before they come home, said Jack. It's too dark in the back, said Annie. We won't be able to see anything. I'll find out how crow magnets are in the dark, said Jack. Opened the Ice Age book. Found a picture of cave people holding odd-looking lamps. Read out to Annie. Crow magnets made strong lamps. They hollowed out a rock, filled it with animal fat, and burned a wick made from moss. There, said Annie, pointed to 2 stones near the fire. The hollow of each was covered with white stuff and a pile of moss. You have to be careful, said Jack. He picked up one of the stones, smaller than a soup ball, but much heavier. Jack held the stone close to the fire and lit the piece of moss. He lit another lamp and gave it to Annie. Carried with 2 hands, he said. I know, she said. She tucked the book under his arm. He and Annie carried their stone lamps to the back of the cave. Hey, I wonder where this goes, said Annie. She held her lamp up to an opening in the wall. I'll check the book, said Jack. He put down his lamp and flipped through the Ice Age book. I think it's a tunnel, she said. Be right back. Wait a second, said Jack. Too late. She had squeezed into the opening and was gone. Oh, brother, said Jack, sighing. He closed his book and peeked into the opening. Come back here, he said. No, you come here, said Annie. Her voice sounded far away. You won't believe this. Jack picked up his lamp and book. He ducked into a small tunnel. Well, came Annie's voice. Jack could see her lamp flickering at the other end. Watching down, he hurried toward her. At the end of the tunnel was a huge cabin with a high ceiling. Annie held the lamp close to the wall. Look, she said, her voice echoed. Animals were painted on the wall and strokes of red, black, and yellow. There were cave bears and lions, elk and reindeer, facing the woolly rhinos and mammoths, flickering like prehistoric beasts looked alive. Chapter